After a quiet 3-year fight with cancer, 48-year-old Brandon Blackstock, the former spouse of singer Kelly Clarkson and longtime talent manager, passed away on August 7, 2025. Brandon was well known for his work in the music business and for managing well-known performers like Blake Shelton. He was also a key player in prominent entertainment circles. According to reports, Clarkson supported him throughout his illness, even after the couple's well-publicized divorce in 2022. Additionally, friends and colleagues in the industry have expressed their sympathies for his demise. Fans of The Voices are now wondering if Brandon's passing would affect the filming of seasons 28 and 29 because of his close relationship with Clarkson and Reba Entire. In 2013, Kelly Clarkson and Brandon Blackstock tied the knot. Before completing their divorce in 2022, they lived together for almost 7 years. Brandon managed Clarkson when they were married. Additionally, he had a significant impact on both her personal and professional lives. He guided her through her ascent as a coach on The Voice and talk show presenter. Legal disputes over custody and property characterized their well-publicized breakup. Although reports indicated they had settled into a more harmonious co-parenting style in the years leading up to his death in August 2025. The relationship was further complicated by Brandon's family's ties to his former stepmother, country music icon Reba Mental Blackstock, his father. After more than 20 years, they were divorced. Ment remained close to Brandon and thought of him as her steps even after the breakup. With its display of vocal promise, mentoring, and entertainment, The Voice has become a mainstay in the American reality singing competition scene. A cast of coaches, mentors, and other related staff frequently appear on the show as it develops over the seasons, and their presence influences the dynamics of the program. Among these individuals, Brandon Blackstock, an entertainment manager and the former spouse of singer Kelly Clarkson, has attracted notice due to his prominence in the industry and his personal ties to the program through Clarkson, rather than his function as a coach or mentor. The following hypothetical question emerges in light of this asterisk: with Brandon Blackstock's passing affected The Voice. Seasons 28 and 29 are asterisked. We must examine his connection to the program, the extent of his involvement, and the wider ramifications of a person of his caliber dying in order to provide an answer. In addition to being the former spouse of Kelly Clarkson, the first American Idol winner and a well-known coach and host on The Voice, Brandon Blackstock is best known as an entertainment manager. Blackstock was periodically active in overseeing Clarkson's personal and professional activities during their 2013 to 2020 marriage. Despite not being a coach or judge on The Voice, Blackstock's relationship with Clarkson has kept him in the spotlight, particularly given Clarkson's significant role as host and coach on the show. Because of his managerial role in business contacts, his passing may also have repercussions in the entertainment sector, which might affect Clarkson's career and consequently her participation in The Voice. Brandon Blackstock has had a larger supporting role in the show than the coaches and celebrity mentors who are directly participating. He is not an executive producer, coach, or mentor on The Voice. Rather, his impact is mostly industry-related and personal, mostly as a result of his work as a talent manager and his connection with Clarkson. Thus, from the standpoint of show production, Brandon Blackstock is not a key player whose passing would immediately alter The Voice's structure, execution, or schedule. The main components of the show, coaches, competitors, and production personnel, do not depend on his participation. But one important issue is Kelly Clarkson's involvement. As a coach on The Voice for several seasons, Clarkson contributes significantly to the popularity of the program. Her emotional condition and availability may be changed, which could have an impact on her participation or performance on the show if her personal life were to be significantly impacted, for example, by the death of her ex-husband. The loss of an ex-spouse or close relative can have a significant emotional impact. Clarkson might be grieving if Brandon Blackstock died, which might have a short-term impact on her appearance or performance on The Voice. Her own fortitude and support network will determine whether she decides to temporarily step back or keep doing the show. The dynamics of the show may also be impacted by the reaction of the public and industry. Coworkers and admirers may offer condolences, and the media may make assumptions about Clarkson's mental health. Although such events could cause a brief change in the tone or plot of the program, The Voice is a venerable franchise that can eventually adjust to the personal tragedies of its cast members. Things will probably be captured on film and broadcast years after any such incident. Predicting precise impacts is uncertain. Until the event happens soon, Clarkson's involvement would have the biggest impact. Her mental health may have an impact on her function as a mentor or coach, resulting in a brief pause or a shift in her involvement. The producers of the show would probably put Clarkson's welfare first, perhaps providing her with assistance or flexibility. The show changed the coaching panel or format to suit her if it has a substantial impact on her participation. The development of The Voice does not directly include Brandon Blackstock. However, his passing might have the following unintended consequences. Her emotional condition and availability are crucial as a well-known coach. Her involvement may vary as a result of her personal tragedy, which could have an impact on the show's lineup. The entertainment industry's reaction to Blackstock's passing may have an effect on how the public views Clarkson and the program, as well as how the media covers it, which could have an effect on promotional efforts or viewership. The dynamics of the show might change, possibly adding new coaches or temporarily changing its format, if Clarkson were to take a long break or cut back on her obligations. In conclusion, because of his small formal position in the structure of the program, Brandon Blackstock's death would not immediately disrupt the fundamental production or format of The Voice seasons 28 and 29 are asterisked. However, Kelly Clarkson, a key character on the program, may experience serious emotional and personal fallout from his passing. The dynamics of the program during those seasons may be indirectly impacted by her reaction to such a tragedy, which may have an impact on her availability, performance, and involvement. In the end, the effect depends on Clarkson's own fortitude and support networks, as well as the show's ability to adjust to unanticipated events. Blackstock's passing wouldn't significantly change The Voice, per se, but it might have an impact on Clarkson's surroundings and consequently her contributions to upcoming seasons. Blackstock's death from melanoma may spark more significant long-term changes. A coach network that chooses to emphasize cancer awareness, early detection, and support resources could save lives because television platforms reach millions of people. A useful non-exploitative use of attention would be if The Voice organized a charity performance, partnered with health organizations, or dedicated a section to raising awareness of melanoma. It is possible to have tributes using music, remembrance montages, or an on-air fundraising campaign. Furthermore, employees and colleagues in the industry who knew Blackstock well might advocate for additional behind-the-scenes medical assistance. A high-profile tragedy like this highlights the need for artists and crew to have access to medical care and compassionate leave policies, which are already being discussed more openly in the entertainment business regarding mental health and work-life balance. Kelly Clarkson's personal decision is the one that will most likely influence how The Voice handles this situation. She has been discreet in public, taking breaks, attending to her children, and deciding when to divulge information.